Today it's bye-bye Thru-Hulls, because just as the title of this episode suggests, we are through with Thru-Hulls. We found the most effective way to remove these Thru-Hulls is to make horizontal and vertical cuts on the external flange, then beat and pry those pieces off, and then repeat the beating and prying process to get the valves off on the inside. We are basically doing an extensive remodel on the inside of Stratego, and not everything will be going back where it was. The experts have encouraged us that we are better off filling in the current Thru-Hulls and drilling new ones where we need them, instead of trying to make the existing ones work. So here we go, cutting and bashing out existing Thru-Hulls so we can patch them and drill new ones. A Thru-Hull is a fitting that's attached to the hull of the boat with the hole sandwiched between. They can be made out of different materials such as bronze, nylon, or brass, and usually have a valve depending on what they're for. Pretty much everything on a boat has its own Thru-Hull. Sinks, engine intake, heads, showers, scupper drains, and instrument transducers, just to name a few. Stratego's Thru-Hulls are primarily seacock valves. If a Thru-Hull fails, it's one of the fastest ways to sink a boat. The valves should be regularly opened and closed, hose clamps checked, and attached hoses inspected for cracks. This was our main concern with the Thru-Hulls when we moved Stratego to Washburns. Stratego has 17 Thru-Hulls, and all of them are bronze. We're keeping one of them, the one that drains the chain locker, but the other 16 are getting filled in. Whew, that was a lot of work! Now we have a bunch of holes to deal with. If we just put plugs in them, they won't be very strong. Most of these Thru-Hulls are below the water line and will be under a lot of pressure. The solution is to grind or dish the surrounding area to create a concave area. This way, fiberglass can be layered in, creating a strong patch. For the grinding, Mike is using a positive pressure fresh air supply suit. He and a good friend actually designed this suit for our spray foam insulation business years ago. It consists of a Tyvek suit, a hood fitted with plastic tear-offs over the visor, and a hose connected to a pump pumping a constant supply of fresh air. The hose can even be attached to an AC unit for built-in air conditioning. The air filling the suit is what makes him look like a cross between the Michelin Man and the Stay Puft guy from Ghostbusters. You can see a little more about this suit in our short, "Look Mom, I'm an astronaut!" It works wonders for protection from the fiberglass dust and also creates the equivalent of a breeze to stay cool. Tyvek suits and respirators are really hot in the summer. Once all the holes were dished out on the outside, we got to repeat that process on the inside. We'll spare you that part and just say it wasn't any more fun than this part was. Since these patches are crucial to our boat staying afloat, we opted for a professional. The concave areas are filled in with several layers of concentric circles of 1708 fiberglass mat bound to Stratego and each other with vinyl ester resin. You can see the fiberglass mat on the edges of the patch before the filler. Once the patches are done, they were ready for the fairing compound, in this case 3M premium filler. Stratego is one solid fiberglass hole, but is made to look like wood planks above the waterline. Really, the fiberglass is just scored to make those lines. In grinding out around the Thru-Hull holes, we ground off a few of those lines. Today our professional is scoring these lines and painting primer on the patches. We are almost ready to paint Stratego, and this is one of the final steps. If you're wondering why this primer doesn't match the rest, it's because this is straight gray and we originally used a mix of half white and half gray on the rest of Stratego. You can see the primer process in a previous episode. And with that, we have one Thru-Hull left, above the waterline by the way, and Stratego has one solid coat of primer. Guess what comes next?
If you're enjoying this video, then please subscribe and join us in the next episode where we give our boat a light scuffing and prepare it for paint.
Thanks for watching!